Psychology levels. First, psychological levels are round up numbers in which buyers and sellers tend to close or open their position, the big guys I mean. They are levels in which big banks, big traders, the hedge funds pay attention to. They are often round up numbers like 1.2 thousand, 1.3 thousand, which are very important, such as like 50, 100. For example, if you go to the market or any shop to buy something, if they tell you the cost of this is 500,000 naira, your response will be, is it not 400,000 or 450,000? You always round the number up. That's just same as what the psychology level. They are round up numbers. It deals with like human psychology. Okay, let's just close the trade here in this roundup number, or let's just take action from this roundup number. You understand? You can see the lines on the background of this slide. You can see the lines. These are psychology level. Look at the lines. These are psychology level. You can see how price reacted here on this psychology level. When price was buying, price get to the psychology level and gave us something like this. If you see this kind of rejection, you saw this, then you saw this, and you saw this one. Yeah, and this one even rejecting. If you are on this buy, close the trade no matter the profit. If it's small profit, close with that small profit. If it hasn't gotten to your take profit level, close the trade and position, or we analyze the market and see what the big guys are doing, where are they going to, and you what follow what the trend. You can see what the big guys did here. They changed the trade from here, from buy to sell. You can see how it sell down to this point before buy and then continue selling. That's how it works with psychology level. Psychology levels are not meant to be traded alone or blindly. You need to add other confluence. Now let's go to the chart where I will teach you how to plot the psychology level and how to use them when trading. This is an empty chart, a clean chart from FSCM. That's the name of the broker that offer this chart, FOX CM. You can see it here, FOX, then the CM is what is closed. If you extend it now, you see the CM. What I want you to take note of is the price here. If you can see here, the price is what 2696.00. On Oanda is what they have three number after the point. They have three number after the point, but on this and some other broker, they only have two number after the point. So with this, the pip starts from what? These two number. The pip starts from this second number after the point. This is which is this second number after the point. That's where the pip starts from. And we have the last number as a pipette on this broker. Why on Ohando we have what? The last, we have three number afterward, the decimal point on Ohando. Why here on FSCN we have what? Two number afterward, the decimal point. Take note of that so that you will not be confused. Now let's dive on how to plot your psychology level. Remember, it's random number. Now take your horizontal line, click on your horizontal line, place it on anywhere close to where price is currently at. Look at price is currently here, so place it anywhere close to it. So let me put it here. Now since it's a round-up number, double click or you click on the setting here. Double click on the horizontal line or you click on this setting, or you click on this setting, and you see this. So you have to round the number up. How can you round it up? And one thing I want you to know is that on gold, and I use it on any pairs, I always use 50 pip to calculate my psychology level. 50 pip different. Whenever I'm trading any pair, I always use 50 pip different. Now this is on gold. So 50 pip on gold starts from where this one. You can see these two here. You have to change these two to what? 5. Change these two to 5. 5. And this the pip here, this 6 to 0. 27,050 pip. You can see 27,050 pip. Remember, this last 0 is what? Is the pipette, is not included. Let it be 0 and this 0. Then click it. You can see it has reset itself here. This is where we dropped it on. And now after resetting it, it will reset itself to this level. Now you have to calculate from this point to this point, where is the next 50 pip. Like if you are taking it down, you will subtract 50 points from this one, subtract 15 from this 27,050 pip. It will be what? If you subtract 50 pip from it, it will give you 27,000. And where will be what? That 27,000. Look for it, 27,000, drag it down. This is double tap on it and it will take you to the settings, or you click on the settings above manually. So I double tapped on it, it took us here. So it's showing us 2,000, it's showing us 27,005 pip. Remember, this is the pipette, the last one is the pipette, 3 is not included. So remove it, remove this 5 and round it up towards 00. Remember, it's always what? A round up number. Round it up to 00. Then click on OK. It will reset itself. Look at it. So now from this point to this point is what? 50 pip. So I normally use 50 pip different on any pair I trade. Why? If you are taking it up, because you have to plot it. For me, I plot from the current market, which is this first one. I add additional 3 to the top side and add additional 3 to the downside. On every day I make my, you can do it all over the chart. You can do it all over the chart. If the trade move from here and break any of the psychology level, I quickly add more psychology levels. If the trade moves up and break any of the psychology level, I quickly add more psychology level. So if this is the current psychology level, then what will be the next if you want to add to it is what? 50 plus this current psychology level here. So that will be what? This will be the next psychology level. So when I double tap it, it takes us on to horizontal, style, test, coordinate, visibility. So click on coordinate. You see, this is what you see. Then what? You adjust it, you round it up, you round it up. Now it has given us was, remember this last 0 is the pipette, not included. Now it has given us 27,100 pip. 27,100 pip. 27,100 pip. So it has reset itself. So I will add another one to the top side. That would be what? 27,150 pip. If you add another one, round it up, 27,150 pip. I will add another one to the top side. That would be what? 27,200 pip. 27,200 pip. You see? Now add more to this on the downside. This is what? 27,000. If you subtract 50 from it, it will be what? 26,950 what? Pip. Round it up. Look at it. 26,950 pip. You can see. Add another one to it. Then subtract 50 pip from that 26,950. It will be what? 26,900 pip. This is it. Round it up. You can see How many? We've added 3. So let me add more so that I'll be able to show you how price reacted when price get to that place. This is it. You can see I'll be adding it up. So we'll have multiple what psychology level. Now, this is how you use psychology level to influence your or add it up to your entry confluence or your exit confluence. This is it. You see, when price get, let's use this. When price get to this psychology level, you see how price get to here. It was buying and rejected down. You see this next candle, price keep rejecting here. If you see this multiple rejection, please hop out from this trade. You can see what price did. If your SL was here or you adjust your trade from this point to this point, you are already on break even here. So you see how price what hit you on break even and what moves in your direction. Why not close the trade here when you see this rejection? 1, 2, rejecting from this psychology level. Why not close it here and go home with that little profit? Accept that little profit. Accept it, go home with it, then position for another entry. Okay, let's move on and see what price did again within that level. You can see this multiple rejection here. Price rejected, rejected, rejected here, and what? Pull down. You can see, okay, let's see this buy. See this buy. So price came down to what? Reject this level. You can see price reject on this level. It refused to break this psychology level and gave us what? A bullish candle that breaks what? This psychology level. And what do you see next? A buy position to the upside. You can see how price react on this level. You can see what price did here. Gave us what? Rejected on this level. Give us what? A bearish candle and start what? And start tanking down. That is how price influence on trade. If you add more position here, you see how price react on this psychology level. So psychology level for me is a big confluence whenever I'm trading. Whenever I'm trading, it tells me, okay, it is time to look for a buy or for a sell. Okay, let's see what happened within this zone. Some trader will what? Take their entry here. They'll be like, okay, let's buy from this point. But for me, I won't buy from here because price has reject off of this psychology level. This rejection. I will wait for price to break it with a full body candle just as this one breaks it. Then some trader will enter at the immediate break of it and will take this buy. But for me, I will wait for it to come and test or to get to a certain level, maybe half of the body of this candle. That's when I will enter for that buy. You can see it almost get to half of the body of this candle that broke out from the psychology level and will start pushing up. That's just how to plot psychology level on gold. It's so with other pair. If you want to trade other pair and you want to add psychology level to your entry confluence, this is how to plot it as well on your. Let me take you now to my chart because I don't use this FSCM. I use Oando. Now let's go to my chart where you see how my previous trade, how I use them. You can see this is my chart. You can see this cell. I took this cell because why? There's a zone here and there's a psychology level here. Now price will keep rejecting off the psychology level. You see price keep rejecting off the psychology level and I was like, okay, if price break this neckline, I will enter for that sell. And you see what price did? Price broke the neckline And this is where I enter. Price push up a bit and what gave us what little profit to this point. I opt out from this trade because the move is not friendly to me. Price, if price want to sell, give just 4 candle. Price would have sold down to this point. But you see how many candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just how many peep? So I decide to opt out from this point. This is why I opt out from this point. Then I reposition forward because I knew news is coming. So you see this high price reject of this psychology level and give us sell. So I wait for what price to get to this boss. I want to see it reject off this or these zones. This is a 4 hour zone. And you see how price what price did? It reject off the 4 hour zone and what reject what off the psychology level as well. And you see the next candle came to what to this point. I did not enter it because I want to see what more entry confluence like candlestick pattern. You see, then what we have what engulfing bullish engulfing candle. It's what fully engulfed the previous what bearish candle. And I waited for price to get to what half of this candle that break off out of the psychology level or the engulfing candle. And I enter for the buy, and you see what it did. We entered here and price gave us ta 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 ta. I help out here because it has already given me 1:2. So I help out here and you see what price keep tanking up to this side. You see, that's how I use psychology level to influence my exit confluence and my entry confluence.